Who the hell is Usyk when he's at home? People don't even know his name until he beat the bodybuilder the other day. He was a little small heavyweight who was not going to do anything against AJ when Chisora fought him. But then he stepped up and beat the big bodybuilder, and all of a sudden he's a killer. I don't think so. Listen, I rate Derek Chisora as highly as I rate Usyk, and I will train as hard for Derek as I would do anyone in the world. And if I didn't, I'd have to be an absolute idiot. I will not underestimate Derek Chisora. And what Bob's talking about, the Michael Bent, Tommy Morrison, no disrespect to both of them, but if you combined them both, you won't make my left shoe. So that ain't happening, because I prepare correct. And I prepare hard, and I do everything correct. I don't cut any corners. And when I go in there, I leave everything in the ring, and God forbid I got beat. It won't be for the fact that, I had an injury or I didn't train hard enough. It would be the fact that I lost to a better man on the night. So I wish Chisora all the luck in the world, and we're going to have a fight, and that's it.
Those are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury as he introduces the Tyson Fury versus Chisora full press conference, courtesy of BT Sports. Shout out to them. And we heard Tyson Fury just say, I would have to be an absolute idiot not to prepare for Derek Chisora or any other opponent. And if he loses, it won't be because he didn't prepare. It won't be because he had an injury. It would be because he got beat by the better man that night. If you guys heard that, just recapping that, so let me counterpunch that. Okay. Do you guys remember when Tyson Fury stated that he will only train 2 weeks? 2 weeks for Oleksandr Usyk. Because that's how less he thinks of him. Then to hear him say, well, hey, I have to be an absolute idiot to not train and take any opponent seriously. You can't make this shit up. That means, Tyson Fury, that you are calling yourself an idiot if you are only saying that I will take 2 weeks to train for Usyk because I think that less of him. Then turn around and say, well, you know what? I take everything seriously. I think this is what it is. Tyson Fury, honestly, is a guy that he loves to put down the opponent that he's fighting until he fights them. Then he talks about how dangerous they are. You know what I mean? He will break a fighter down until he needs to build them back up. And then when he beats them, then, of course, that will be mission accomplished because I've done something that other fighters are not able to do. And him talking about Usyk, he took a stab at him. Nobody knew who he was until he beat the bodybuilder, let's be real. But, he's beating the guy that beat you. He beat the guy that you should have fought last year. You could have fought him this year. He could have been in that table or at that table right then. It could have been a couple weeks later, just to see things really out because your team was in good talks with his team. Those type of things could have been happening. So Tyson Fury had all the power and he made the decision to fight Derek Chisora. Now his job, promotional wise, to pump up the idea, to raise the question or the challenge, and just curve your idea of how hard or how dangerous this fight is. Make it really more dangerous than it really is. Okay. And, him saying he doesn't know who Oleksandr Usyk is how the hell does he know? To be real with you guys, Usyk fought in the UK more times than he fought in the UK in the last 4 years. That's fact. So if you're saying nobody knew who he was in his own country, how about your country? How about when he knocked out Tony Bellew, a guy that you were going to fight once upon a time? That's the guy that beat the guy on another guy, which is David Haye, that you supposed to fight. So he beat the guy that beat the guy. And he did it in the UK. He beat Anthony Joshua in the UK. He beat Derek Chisora in the UK. So those are 3 fights, 3 UK fights. How many times did Tyson Fury fight in the UK since 2018? Twice. One against, I think it was Pianetta. And then the other was against Dillian White this year. So if nobody knew who he was, he's been doing things before you came back to gain the throne of your own country. And then the thing is, how do you know no one knew who he was in this country? You like Tyson Fury pretends like he did the Deontay Wilder test. You know the Deontay Wilder test where he walked down the streets of America and asked people who the hell is Deontay Wilder? Do they know him? Did he do that? No, he didn't do that. He didn't, because him talking down Oleksandr Usyk right now is only talking up his current opponent, which is Derek Chisora. Why? Because they have both beat the same guy, and it's not in Tyson Fury's best interest in his mind mentally to give props to Oleksandr Usyk. That's pretty much all I see. I mean, I see Tyson Fury's taking a stab at everybody. Joshua, Usyk, the bodybuilder, you know what I mean? Everybody except the guy that he's already beat twice. Versus the guys that you never fought at all. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora, press conference kickoff. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!